Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Weapons of Mass Derpiness. Hey, I got the name right.
Well done. Do
Yes.
you usually get this one right? You get every other one wrong.
Well, no, but I did once get this one wrong. I think I said actual destruction instead of derpiness.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so well done for remembering words.
Well done, yes. I said things correctly. So today, we have decided that in the last episode, we built a massive orbital bombardment machine that was just absolutely amazing. We destroyed everything. But the way we figured out how to position our orbital bomber was that we actually had to figure it out and put it up there and hope that they moved in right below it, right? So this time, we figured we needed to build something that would allow like a super sneaky stealth device that we could then find out where they were, get the coordinates, relay it to our bombardment device, and then bring it in for the attack.
Yeah, we use maths to work out where to drop it from. So basically, we're making a big maths machine.
Perfect. Yes.
That's
a
quiet.
Trajectory. Yes. Or was it? No, not trajectory.
Triangulation.
Triangulation. That's the word. Thank you.
So we need to measure three points, and then give it to other people, and then they can do all that. But it needs to be stealthy. So we're going to make a stealth maths machine.
Yeah, we're like those guys that you see them all the time out on the streets with their funny equipment, and they're like measuring distances on the road between things with their. Yeah. That's what we are. We're a bunch of we're sneaky surveyors.
Yeah, so not only are we building the weapons, we are so good at this, but we're building the surveillance equipment that goes with it.
That's right. All right, so our thought, because what is the sneakiest device you could ever build, the sneakiest thing that you could ever build?
Well, I think it's air. Air is sneaky.
Yeah, you got to be up in the sky, right?
Yeah.
You can't hear it, yeah. And we want no motors or anything on it. It's got to just kind of like float along so that we can like grab the coordinates and nobody will ever be the wiser.
Yeah.
It's going to be silent. Okay.
I think we're going to need a bigger umbilical.
A bigger umbilical? Yeah, there we go.
I'll put down the thing now. So, a big bubble. There's a technical word for that, isn't
there? Yes. Oh. Can I actually I'm trying to get multiple symmetries. There we go.
Oh, okay, so we'll do it that way. Right, well, then. That was going to be the bottom, perfect. So it needs to be even bigger.
Ah.
Okay, so multiple symmetries, so that way that can be the center.
Yes.
That way. But yes, I'm sure there's a technical word for big bubble machine. There must be a translation into another language.
Yeah. I think so. I think, though, it's got to start with a Z, because that's the greatest letter ever.
It's extremely useful.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
Are you measuring this?
Yeah, the ones on the sides and the top are 15. Obviously, the bottom isn't. And then the ones going all the way out were just long.
Ooh.
It was the measurement of long.
Okay, so it's 15 from the center, so I'll just mark the bottom. It's Zeppelin. That's what we're alluding to.
That's the word, yes.
Sorry if you didn't understand.
Zeppelins are definitely, because they make no noise, right? So it'll be the sneakiest thing ever.
And I'm sure no one's thought of, building a Zeppelin before, so no one would have any defenses against it.
No, none whatsoever.
Hang on, do we want this to be round?
Oh, do we not?
Or a diamond?
A diamond?
You're building a diamond. Or a square on its side.
Yeah. Well, I was going to do that, and I guess we probably I don't know. Is that too Well, if we made it smaller...
a diamond. Not a diamond, a round thing. Because I like round things.
That's just how we start. We're going to round it out, but I'm just making a frame. Right. So if that's 15, on the ends, like, we'll have maybe just 5. Whoops.
5. Hang on, I'm
like that.
I'm not in game at the moment. 1 second.
You're so sneaky that you're not even here.
Right. So if it's 15 and 15, so it's going to be 31 across. Now, I'll put that on my other monitor. I'm not cheating.
Look at you doing all the maths.
So I know you just built all this, but I'm sure you're used to this by now. Just remove everything you've done.
But yeah, so you see what I was going for though, like with shorter like butts, like smaller front and back, and then a bigger in the corner, and then make a giant oval.
Yep, I'm just trying to make it round as well.
Oh, I see.
That's going to be difficult. We'll make it up as we go along.
Yep.
Who needs?
I'm here as I'm your muse. I'm just supplying the inspiration, and then but you have to do all the actual work.
Of course. I think I may have counted wrong. So I guess we'll find out if if it matches. No, it does.
That looks good. Yep, and that looks definitely more circular.
And then we've got to somehow taper that, which I'm not sure. That's going to require.
Well, we could just do it the
ability than I have.
The cheaty way of just like making a big long thing, and then you got to make the ones on the end circular as well, or is that good enough the way I did these ones?
No, that is the only way you can make it circular.
Yeah. So if we finish this one off. I believe I did already have this finished, and then you deleted it, but... So now here, if we were to bring it out, like... I don't know, say 5... And then out 1, another, like 6 maybe, and then... Another 6... Is this gonna... Yeah... Kind of see where I'm
maybe
going for here. I think I
a little bit
need to bring it up
get
more.
Around an edge. We're probably going to have to put an angled block here, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Or even a more angled block than that, but we'll probably have to start out one more.
I see what you're saying. So what was your idea for the ends, making them circular?
Those 2 circles that you've done are already circular, but in order to bring this to a more tapered point, I'm assuming we're going to have probably another angled block, like a longer angled block, but it'd have to be like that, wouldn't it?
Oh, you mean on the end of it? I got you.
So because you had the last one starting here, like that. So
right.
I think you'd have to have it one more out at least, just to have that angle.
Okay. There. How does that look for an end?
Ground?
Yeah. Is that curved enough on the ends, you think, or?
I think from, like, if we go from there back a bit more, so like make these a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah, I was going for more of a taper, like a fat end, but yeah, that works.
I think that still will be.
Cool. Yeah, and then we just need to basically fill this out all the way down. Yeah, but yeah, this is looking like the hull of this is looking Zeppelin-esque. Because that was definitely what was wrong with that word.
You haven't got the other symmetry thing on. So we're going to have to copy this.
You mean on the top?
Way. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was talking about before. So yeah, I'll get started on that, but I was saying that we probably could maybe cut away now while we
yeah
build this out.
I was just...
And we'll be back.
Confused. We're finished. It's up there somewhere.
Yep.
I probably...
But it's so well camouflaged that you can't actually see it against the clouds. It's just, it blends right in.
Yeah, we shouldn't have built it all the way up there. Probably should have built it with a bright pink background so we could spot it.
Right. So we're going to try and find it, and then we'll be right back.
Okay. I've flown up very high and I still can't see it. Can you see it?
No, I'm looking down now. And I can't see it anywhere. It's I don't know. We did way too good a job of blending this thing in. Here, I'm just going to turn off my jetpack and see if maybe I luck out and just kind of land on it. Ow! I found it.
Oh, you did? Okay, because on my screen you're still floating up in the air.
Yeah, so maybe just turn on your thing.
Oh, I found you.
Me. Yeah, see?
Oh,
now
hang on. Oh, there's land here, but there's land all the way down there. That must be wrong. I'm going to fly over here, and that's because. Do you like my paint job?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's the first paint job I've done with actual trees on it.
It's gorgeous.
You won't believe how many layers of paint it took to paint those trees. Like from the ground up. Kind of like 3D printing them. I did it all with paint. Anyway.
Gorgeous.
So we've got this thing. Camouflage Zeppelin from the bottom and the top.
Yeah, the only way you can spot it is directly from the side.
Yeah. Which I'm sure there's not many cities like this far up.
True. So I think it's safe.
Yeah. It's completely full of hydrogen because, helium doesn't
We don't have
exist.
any helium.
Yeah.
Helium is not a thing.
Besides, filling something like helium has a tendency to just sod off. It just goes into space. There's there's a limited supply of it, so we're being sustainable by using hydrogen because it tends to be a little more sticky and comes back to Earth. We don't lose it. So we're being ecologically sustainable by using an element that doesn't just bugger off whenever you let go of it.
Yeah. So it's smart. Totally smart.
While I did all that and found all the hydrogen to fill that entire thing, Anubis did this thing down here, which is rounded and looks nicer.
I made our this is where you come to actually do your observation work, right?
Yeah. Shall we go in? I haven't been in here yet.
Yeah. So here, come to the back of it. The door's in the back.
Okay. Okay, which way? There's doors down here.
Okay, well, we can start with this is the engineering deck down here. So go on in.
Ooh, fancy lights. All some nice gyros and.
Yep. So we got power, power and gyros and timers and things, for all of our
surveying equipment.
Surveying equipment, yes.
Yeah.
So and then I'm going to go out the other side because why not?
And then I'm assuming up here is towards the bridge.
Yeah. So if we go up here, and so this is, we also want to we have a passenger deck area, right? So this ship is multi-purpose. So like we're basically we can pretend that we're actually doing like recreational missions while we're actually getting the position of the bases below.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and two birds. This is how we fund our stealth work. Is we bring passengers on for flights.
Yeah, we actually we bring the passengers pay us to fly them around their world and look at everything while we are surveying and getting the coordinates, and the money that we earn from that we use to build our orbital bomber from above.
Yeah,
and then drop it on them.
It's sustainable in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the residents of the planet will fund their own destruction. I think it's perfect.
Yeah. I do like these rounded blocks.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I like them quite a bit.
It's too bad I didn't use them anywhere else on the ship.
Yeah, that's right. You put all of those rounded blocks in, yes. And here's the bridge. As you can see, there's a pilot seat, and then there's the navigator and the surveyor's seat.
Yep. It makes sense. There's a nice view.
So now you can actually see what you're doing.
Okay, well, you build this bit, so I'm going to get into the navigator seat, because I feel like I can navigate.
Okay.
I'm just going to get a good...
Oh! Can I get into a seat?
What have you done?
Here? You're moving.
I am?
What's happening?
What?
We fell.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, that's laggy.
Yeah.
How? What? There must have been a leak. Shall I go get another Zeppelin that doesn't have a leak?
Like we believe in government spending here, so why build one when you can build two for twice the cost?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be right back with our spare.
I don't know why that happened.
Yeah, it was as soon as we got into the seats, it started to fall.
So did we not get in the seats?
Maybe we don't get in the seats?
I've already been in one of the seats, though.
Have you? Okay. Well, let's try this again, then.
In order to position it, I flew it.
Yeah.
I went in by the side.
Throw it back up there. That was so weird. I'm going to have to edit out some of that crash because it showed all of the warheads.
Well, mine, it just stayed up there, and then all of a sudden, I was on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I actually was slowly watching it fall.
Here's our second one. It's in working order. This time we got in the seat, and it didn't leak, like burst.
So you just had a bad seal on the first one.
Yeah. I think that was your fault.
Probably.
Yeah. So, I'm going to get into the navigator seat. It's not falling.
No. Let me go check. We look good.
Yeah.
I think. Okay, so I'm going to go turn on the power now, okay?
Right.
So, I'm going to hit the button here. And there's the power.
Okay. I
Whoa!
heard it turn on. There was a lot of explosions. What just happened? I got a lot of explosions on the ground. It's not updated yet. Something's gone wrong.
Something's gone wrong. I saw an explosion, but then everything's fine.
What?
That was just the kickstart.
There's a lot of lag going on. Like, a lot. I can't even bring up Shift F11 to check. Oh no, it's falling. It's falling. Oh, but it's gone.
It's gone.
What do you think the cause of that was?
Well, all I did was turn on the power, which would probably have, turn on the power and start the ship up, right?
Do you
hydrogen and power aren't they're compatible, right?
I don't think so. That may be why we don't use it anymore. Come to think of it.
Oh. Yeah, look over here. Look at all the bits.
Yeah. This may not have been our best idea.
Well, it still needs a name.
I think because it's a stealth thing. I think that it's ecological and it's stealthy. So to show off the ecological side, we could call it the humanity. So that way, if anyone happens to ever spot it, they could then say, Oh, the humanity. I don't think anyone's going to get the reference. I hope they don't, because that was the worst taste joke I've ever done.
Ever made? Okay. So, the humanity it is. Yeah, and so we've proven that electricity, and so this was a public service announcement. We've proven that electricity and hydrogen mix too well.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost as if you could use it to power something.
Almost. Yeah.
Oh, lesson learned.
Power something too much.
So I think this is our first failure ever.
But we might be able to basically, instead of using this as a super sneaky Zeppelin, it could be like a Trojan horse. You know, like we land it close to their base, and we put a big gift wrap on it, and then they fly it home, and then when they turn it on, boom.
I think we'd have to build it there, or have something else drop it off.
They'd have to turn it on to move it. So yeah, we'd have to build it in their base for them. Yeah. Or you could move it there. You know, like the Statue of Liberty, like when the French built the Statue of Liberty and then broke it all apart, shipped it over to the United States, and then rebuilt it there. We could build it somewhere else and then ship it to them.
Yeah, and we'll just put all the hydrogen bottles that we send with them, we can just put not flammable stickers on it.
Yes, perfect. Done.
Okay, so now it's a success.
Turn this into a weapon, after all. The humanity.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.